In this video, we were still in the port of Atsuona on the island of Hiva-Oa, which is a part of the Marquesas Islands, which is in French Polynesia, in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean. So here in Atsuona, they have a very small boat yard. You know, it's probably 25 boats in here, like that. But I guess a lot of people will keep their boats here over the winter and have them fixed up and all that. And here is one being put out right now. It was definitely a different way of putting a boat in the water than I'd ever seen. And I'm not quite sure it's up to OSHA standards. So it's that time of year, everybody's getting their boats out and getting ready to go. Are you? Right around the corner from the port is a little cruisers club that's only a few dollars to join, and they offer very slow internet access for only $5 a day per person. Yeah, we finally got internet access, but I mean, it's still taking, we're at 4% upload, and it's been uploading for about an hour.
Day 4, and we have internet.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's still going to take like 8-10 hours probably to upload a video, and it really sucks because we were wanting to do daily videos, but we just can't upload. We have them done and ready to go. We have about 20 videos ready to upload, and we were going to do daily videos, but
there's no place to plug in the laptop, so even if we camped out here for 24 hours, the laptop would die.
Yeah, so I mean, I can upload for about 5 hours at a time, then I got to go back and charge the laptop for a couple hours, then come back and do it again. We were talking to a gentleman about getting satellite internet, and he was going to make us a deal, and he sent us. It was still a pretty good deal, but it was the cheapest I've ever heard of for satellite internet, but it was still about $2,500 a month.
A month.
A month, and we can't. And that's with a pretty hefty discount.
That's like a mortgage.
Yeah, and so we can't afford that. So we gotta do what we do. It was a bit of a hassle having to deal with the internet, but not too many people have an office view like this. While we were trying to upload some videos, Dad was getting some ink done. This was a turtle commemorating a second time crossing the equator as a shellback. We were really missing our puppies after having to leave them at home, but there were plenty of other dogs on the island that needed attention. Lugging the laptop back and forth was a bit awkward to say the least because I didn't want to close everything off so that the upload window would stay open and I wouldn't lose all my progress. So we spent 9 hours at the end of the point over there where they have the free, well, it's not free Wi-Fi, we have to pay for it, it's about 15 bucks. 9 hours and we got 50% of the video uploaded. So apparently the internet in Tahiti is a little better, or a lot better than it is here, but in the Marquesas, it's absolutely, I mean, you can't even surf the internet. I mean, email maybe, and it takes like, it's very poor internet. Well, day 2 of our attempted upload, we're at 68%. Now we're uploading at 0.1 to 0.2 megabits a second. Yeah, I know, right? So at this rate, we have 300 megabytes left to upload. We should be somewhere around tomorrow afternoon.
At this rate, we're gonna run out of beer.
Yeah.
Lizard with a blue tail. Right there. Like a salamander. It's cruising. It's like blue and gold.
Every time we see an animal, she's like, ooh, can we have that on the boat? No, we cannot have it on the boat.
There's so much room for him to play though.
Yeah. If you can catch that lizard, you can have him on the boat. It's beautiful here. Look at this view. I mean, there's little tide pools everywhere, lots of like fish and crabs in them and stuff. It's glad we were able to do this little hike. We're still uploading, but Thad's up there watching the computer, so. It is Easter Sunday here in the Marquesas at Tuona, so a bunch of cruisers that we're all going to get together and we're going to church with the locals. Should be a lot of fun. We'll try to get a little bit of video without being too intrusive. But you ready for Easter?
Let's do this. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Well, Easter service in Hiva-Oa, didn't understand a single word of it. It was all in French and local French Polynesian.
Awesome singing though.
It was good singing, it really was.
Kind of flowers.
It's kind of cool seeing it, you know, culturally and all that. I think it's a Catholic church, so I'm not exactly sure how much of their own stuff they put into it, but I don't know, it's a cool little deal.
The drums and the guitar and all that.
Yeah, good thing to do on Easter anyway. That afternoon, we had a bit of a get-together with other cruisers. It was more like a media exchange. Everybody brought their hard drives, and we exchanged movies.
Thank you.
This is Pete. He is from Germany. He's going to sail this about a little over 3 weeks. And he's been watching this, he's viewer patron, been watching for how long now? Over a year now?
Over a year, yeah.
So, well, pleasure to have you aboard, man.
Thank you so much.
And, you're drinking Mexican
hallo
beer?
Katrin, hallo
Yes.
Kerstin, wenn ihr das jetzt seht, ich bin endlich da.
I don't know what that means, but it's something in German.
I will translate it for you.
Okay. Well, you're drinking Mexican beer in French Polynesia.
On Easter.
On Easter.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
it.
well,
Yesterday I just have 2 hours sent you a picture.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, well, cool. And it's really cool. He owns so you own a bedding store in Germany. We'll actually link to that if you want to link. That'll be in the show notes there.
Yep. You can buy it online. I sell to the US.
Yeah, hey, there you go. We can do some monogrammed. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We got some monogrammed sheets and blankets for it, so it's really cool.
You can try it out tonight.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks so much.